Okay, welcome back. Now I'm not now, but I'm a detective supervisor now, and I'm in charge of 3 people. Not many, but as later on in the videos on realcopstoriesvideos.com, I'll be a top step detective. I think I want to wind up being in charge of up to 16 people at one time. So anyway, right now I'm only in charge of 3. And in realcopstoriesvideos.com, we have 286 of them bad boys, and again, 90% of them are patrol, vice, gross vice, fun, pranks, sad. Look them up. This is interesting. And the reason why I know, again, most of my stories, 90% of them I experienced. This is one of the 2%, although I did experience some of them, only because I'll tell you why. I get a call from another unit, county, way out near the town. I was going to say up in Chatsworth. Not Chatsworth, I'm sorry, I can't think of the town. Lancaster. There you go, Lancaster. It was really far away. Their sheriffs are out there, and I'm his supervisor. He told these guys that I need to roll. We had an incident. I go, oh boy. So I go out there, it's like, 8 o'clock at night, I get out there. So I'm talking to, some witnesses are in there. Some people from Pollo, Loco are in there. It's interesting. I go, whoa, what happened here? So my employee comes to me, oh, I got it, come on, what happened? He tells me. Then I started interviewing the witnesses. And this is a story I get from the witnesses, my guy's wife, of what happened. I have to investigate, and we have to open up an investigation of our own to see if there's any discipline involved here with the employee, which there wasn't. Okay. Unless you want to discipline the wife, you'll see why in a minute. Okay, she's not a police officer. They're in a Pollo Loco, and my employee is off on a work-related knee injury. He can barely walk. He's got a big stiff thing on his neck, on his leg. He's got what do you call it, a crutch, and he's getting around, but he's getting around, but he can't go to work, obviously. They're in a Pollo Loco with his kids and his wife. They're in there eating, minding their own business. Okay, here comes an ex-con biker, comes in, he's drunk, and he starts intimidating the Pollo Loco people. Going to kick their butt, and he calls them a bunch of beaners and all these racial slurs and everything else. He's a white guy. And so my subordinate is Latino, his wife is Caucasian, his children are mixed. Who cares? Okay? Anyway, so now they're back off. Oh my gosh, so this criminal starts to walk in the booth, and he's intimidating the dads and taking people's chicken off their plates. And telling the dads, you want to do something about it? And what are you going to do, man? I mean, you're with your family, and this guy's a big biker. What are you going to do, man? So the people look at my subordinate. He goes, police, Okay, so he tells them in Spanish to call the police. Okay, he doesn't understand Spanish, the criminal. So you see a couple of them. He said he saw him running to the back. Okay, good. The cavalry's coming. So now here he comes. They're around the room. Well, he's coming to my subordinate's booth. Remember now, he's off work. He doesn't have his piece with him, which is a mistake because I carry my gun everywhere. But anyway. Going to this table, what are you looking at? That kind of stuff, right? So he grabs my subordinate's corn, okay? And this particular Pollo Loco had corn on the cob. So he grabs it, the suspect. My guy grabs it. Now they're having a tug of war with this corn, okay? So as they're doing that, someone yells out, I call the police! And then he tells his wife, go get my gun, okay? Well, that was kind of a mistake. I don't know why he said that. So the wife gets up and she's running. I guess she's the only one that can run. It's ambulatory. He can't run. So the crook sees that, and he drops the corn and chases her. My partner, my subordinate gets up, and he's running with a bad leg, chasing the crook. And everybody's screaming, okay? And people are coming out, and they're trying to, okay. So I remember, this is what the information I get in, and the sheriff's cooperated and all kinds of stuff, okay? So she gets in he had a big 4x. The wife gets in the truck, locks the door, the crook's banging on the door. My subordinate runs around the other side to get his piece, okay? She's screaming at him, I'm gonna kill you, and everything else. So my subordinate gets his gun out. Now things change now, okay? Now Mr. Biker is a little 9-year-old scared kid. Okay, get on the ground, I'll kill you! So he dives, the biker dives on the ground, okay? And my subordinate's like, here's sirens coming, okay? So he just, don't move. Well, the wife fires that bad boy up, man, and drives right over him, okay? No, she doesn't hurt him, but she drives over the front axle. They got a big 4x, and she's gonna pin him in. He's not going nowhere, okay? Of course, she's got the window down going, she's yelling all kinds of blue streaks, and my subordinate says, I never heard my wife talk that way. F this and F that, USOB, and you go, oh my God, and he's like this, so everybody, all the cops get there, of course, and as soon as he gets there, he puts the gun down and all kinds of, anyway, they find out he's an officer, so everything's fine. Oh, okay, so like, okay, fine. So I get the information. Are you okay? Are you all right? And I was talking to the wife. She goes, I didn't appreciate that. I said, she goes, he said, because afterthought. She said, I should have just got the gun and shot him. Oh, I'm going, no, you can't do that. Okay, no. I said, you notice that your husband didn't shoot him, okay? You don't do that. Oh, well, I guess so. I think she was mad because she didn't shoot him. Okay, fine. So that was her story. And so it's like, don't mess with this guy's corn, okay? No, it's my guy. Don't do that. So he was an ex-con. He was on probation, parole, which probation and parole I've always said never works. And so he got taken away for, they got him for extortion and kidnapping because he grabbed one of the kids and pulled him out of the booth. Can't touch anybody. All kinds of stuff. Attempt robbery. You can think of an assault with a weapon. All kinds of stuff they got him for. It doesn't matter. He's on parole. He's gone. He went back for 20 years. He was in there for, let me think what the charge was originally. Oh, that's right, robbery. Interesting how that works. Anyway, so that's our corn story, and pretty good. And again, I didn't see any of it, but I interviewed all the people involved, and I'm a supervisor now, so I recommended no discipline. There wasn't any. He didn't do anything wrong. He's trying to protect his family and his food. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Hope it isn't too long for you, this story. Bye-bye.